Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today we're talking about one of the new locations coming to Wastelanders. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout videos just like this. Bethesda has been sharing screenshots and small bits of information about Wastelanders on and off for the past couple of months. We had their announcement of it being delayed to 2020, then a round of screens on Thanksgiving. Just before Christmas, we got a closer look at the Wayward, a bar run by Duchess and frequented by a ghoul named Mort. If you missed that, be sure to click the banner on the screen now for a link to my video and more information on that. But today we're getting a deeper dive into the new area called Watoga Underground. This was one of the several new location screens that they showed off on Thanksgiving. So let's dive into this inside the vault and see what Bethesda has to share. Watoga, the city of the future, envisions a bustling, walkable metropolis where the streets are clear of illegally parked cars, traffic, and hit-and-run accidents. The city is built on top of a massive series of automated parking garage systems which allow citizens to drop off their cars and store them until they're needed again. The dozens of silos can store cars safe and secure, out of sight and out of mind. You may have seen the garage entrances scattered throughout Watoga. It's a simple process to pick up or drop off your car. Just enter your personal ID at one of the many conveniently located terminals and the system will do the rest. You can also order up maintenance or detailing and even buy a new car without ever talking to a salesman. Of course, these services are no longer available to citizens of post-apocalyptic Appalachia, but it's nice to imagine how things used to be. Watoga Underground is your home away from home. The waiting area offers a number of convenient services like fast dining, relaxation, a pharmacy, and you can even get a haircut while you wait. So that's it. That is literally all they shared about Watoga Underground. Very brief, not a lot of concrete details, but there are some fun little things I wanted to pick apart in these screenshots. The first thing I thought of, and this was obviously unrealistic, and I know a lot of people had this expectation too, is, oh my gosh, are we getting vehicles? Are we getting mounts? Are we getting a way to, travel around Fallout 76 and Appalachia even quicker? The answer is obviously no. These services are no longer available in post-apocalyptic Appalachia. I don't even think that's possible with the game's engine, so that's absolutely not coming. Bethesda mentions the fact that there are parking garages scattered around Watoga, so I decided to hop in 76 and run around and try and find those garages, see what they look like, what locations they're in, and I found a few interesting things. There are around, I want to say 5 of these parking garages designated with the P for parking and the blue building. So there are several blue buildings around, almost all of them are parking garages. And then you also find these little garage entrances like Garage A and Garage C. I ran around for about 15 minutes trying to find Garage B, couldn't find it. I'm sure it exists there, but these are existing locations, these little entrances. And so this stuff is already in the game, and I would imagine that they would clear some of the rubble and some of the barriers that they've placed to block this stuff off, and also fix up the doors, because all of the garage doors look like they're broken. You guys know what a broken Fallout door looks like. I wanted to take a closer look at the third screenshot here because of the banner, the flag. It has the Gorman's insignia, which is one of the 5 raider gangs in Appalachia. Just to give some additional background info from Fallout Wiki, the Gormans are cannibals. They relocated to Bolton Greens and fell into infighting when it was discovered that their leader, Morris Stevens, had started eating fellow members. After Morris was relieved of his leadership position, he and his wife Edie Stevens moved away to live inside the Wendigo cave, where he subsequently ate her. Also, the Gormans tried to use human flesh instead of caps with the Raider vendor bots, to the point where it was programmed into those bots to say, hey, you know what, we're not going to take human flesh, we only take caps. So there we have it. The Gormans are absolutely going to be involved with Watoga Underground, whether it was their presence there before or somehow there's still a remnant there. Wastelanders is supposed to be about bringing NPCs and new stories to Appalachia. The expectation for the base game is that we're just going to find more remnants of the Gormans. They're not actually going to be there. There's going to be no, living survivor or anything like that. And so my guess would be that's probably the case, but then also we get new raiders or maybe a new sort of encampment. Some people are going underground in Watoga to settle that location where the Gormans used to be. In any case, the Watoga Underground looks genuinely interesting. It brings me back to Fallout 3 and the DC ruins, going through the subway tunnels and sort of that underground area. Fallout has always had some really cool interior underground locations, in my opinion. So I hope they really lean on the creepy aspect and the creepy vibe and atmosphere of what a post-apocalyptic underground location can feel like. Since Bethesda posted their screenshots on Thanksgiving, they've talked about 2 of the locations or people that were shown off. And so there are still 3 more distinct locations that they could cover in the weeks leading up to Wastelanders. So I wanted to speculate a little bit on these screenshots. We have this creepy looking church with the subtext, "Some mysterious cultists have infiltrated Appalachia. What are they up to?" Judging purely off of the screenshot, it looks like a scorch beast kind of straddled this church, for lack of a better word, and died. So maybe these cultists worship the scorch beast. That would be interesting. And also, this church kind of looks like Haven Church, but obviously it's in a different location because this terrain doesn't look like the mire. The next blurb for this screenshot is, "Groups of raiders are an ever-present threat throughout the wasteland. Surely anyone who settles in a place like this is up to no good." Judging from the landmarks we can see in the top left, we can see Top of the World over the ridge and then Spruce Knob on the right. So this seems to be somewhere around Lewisburg, maybe a little bit south, wherever this crane is going to be. Yeah, it looks like some sort of raider encampment. So I'm interested to learn more about what kind of role this location will play in Wastelanders. The final shot is this one. Below Spruce Knob, Foundation settlers have discovered a cave where they can take cover from scorch beasts and make plans to rebuild Appalachia. If you guys didn't know, Foundation is going to be a new location in Wastelanders. It's going to replace Anchor Farm in the forest. So the idea here is that Foundation, those people that are going to be in that new location, have relocated across the map near Watoga and have discovered this cave, and they're planning to rebuild Appalachia. So it again looks like an interesting new underground location. I'm sure a lot of you have already noticed this and made the connection, but upon further inspection in the Wastelanders trailer, we can see some of these locations. This definitely looks like beneath Spruce Knob. And then right here, this looks like the ash heap location with the crane that we're going to explore. And then finally, this location looks like it could be Spruce Knob, but it also could be an entirely new place. It seems to me through the screenshots we've had so far is that Bethesda is repurposing existing locations instead of expanding the map, which I think is something that we can expect just because 76 and Appalachia, it's already really big. They just need to liven up these spaces or create new underground locations in existing areas. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I've got this strange sense of excitement for Wastelanders, and it seems through the verbiage that Bethesda is using that this actually is coming sooner than we may think, like maybe February, if I had to guess. In any case, if more information comes out, I will be covering it here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think about Watoga Underground? Is this a compelling, interesting location from what they've shared so far? Do you need to learn more about it? Or is this not really what you were looking forward to in Wastelanders? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. Check the description for links to my social media and to join my community Discord server. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.